Hey Labsters, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are the SJ Lab. Before you guys don't know who we are, but if you made it to this channel, you should already know who we are. But this isn't a lab today. This is a special edition one with a special guest, Sir Corey.
What's going down?
So, let's get into this special edition one. So, who's Sir Corey?
I'm a tattoo artist, teacher, first teacher of tattoo school in Texas, first tattoo school in Texas.
Okay. So, where are you from?
I'm from here in Dallas. I'm from the Pleasant Grove area in Dallas.
Okay.
So, what made you want to start a tattoo school?
I just didn't like the direction the industry was going,
Okay.
so I felt like I needed to bring it back to where it was.
Okay.
So, what made you come up with the name Forefilled?
The name Dream Fulfilled, most people try to correct me on the F-O-R-E part
Really?
because it's fulfilled, that's how you really
Right.
spell it. But I feel like when you fulfill something, it's already done, it's been done. When you're trying to fulfill, which that's not a word, but when you for something, you're trying to get there.
Oh, okay, so like a little twist on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Twist. So, how many students are currently enrolled in your school?
Enrolled 5.
5.
Yeah.
So, what are their names?
We got Wax, we got Kiwi Ink, Sugar Style, B Ink, and Rod Ink.
Oh, nice. All right. So, how do you enroll?
You gotta come with a portfolio. You cannot just be a regular person and try to make artists into tattoo artists, not regular people into tattoo artists.
Okay. Awesome. So, does the school offer financial aid?
No, we don't. Not yet. Anyway, we're trying to get to that part.
Okay. Awesome.
So, do the students have to buy their own equipment since there's no financial assistance?
Yeah, all the equipment that you come with is probably under $120, probably not even that. We provide pretty much everything else, but it is a weekly pay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So, walk us through the journey of a tattoo artist in your school.
Well, first off, you gotta be an artist, and we do a whole bunch of class work. Drawing, we do a lot of drawing. We don't do a lot of painting, but we paint.
Okay.
We paint live nude models just to get them around, get comfortable around the human canvas,
Okay.
without being, immature about it.
So, like, fully nude.
Fully nude.
That's awesome. I've always wanted to actually do that.
Oh, okay. I don't believe it.
We might just paint y'all one day.
That's awesome. I would love to do that. Yeah.
I'm ready. Or like,
We got some work I can show y'all.
Okay, good. I want to see.
Oh, yeah, so amazing. I'm excited.
Really though? I want to see how myself looks.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah,
I ain't big.
Right. You trying to press way too bad. So
That's very interesting. Like that you guys do that. Like to have your artists to pay you so they can,
Just
get
get
them
them
scared.
comfortable.
Yeah, because you
That's
do
awesome.
have people that come in and be like, can you tattoo something on my area?
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. That's one of my first tattoos was a vagina.
wow.
When I first started out.
What did they get? Like
What did
She got her initials with a butterfly, I want to say, something like that.
It's just
One of them 2005 tattoos, somewhere around there.
It's just it was her initials or something.
No, it was her initials.
Oh,
It
okay.
was her
'Cause I was like, she might.
Well, it's like kind of like,
Oh, on
like
the
right
V.
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
on the V.
not on the V, like up here, but the V, like
Okay.
on top of it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
I would never do that.
I would never do that.
No.
Why?
That is. First of all, did it not hurt? Like, does that?
She got more aroused than hurt.
Oh. I actually can see that though.
Wait.
Cause I seen Black Ink Crew. Remember that girl that was like moaning when she got the tattoo? Cause the vibration. Okay, this is don't even mind.
Now he won't get vagina tattoos now. I'm gonna get one.
I got to go to Circular.
Circle is not giving you a vagina tattoo.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm still like, okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, speaking of tattoos, have you ever messed up on a tattoo?
Yeah, for sure. If an artist say he having, he or she is lying to you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. If they you might have some shit on you messed up and you just don't know it. You know? So
Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
square
No.
business. But no, seriously, I have I misspelled Psalms.
Okay.
And it was peace in
This.
How do you go from palms to
Because you know what it was, like I used to draw out everything, which I still do, but I make sure now, like if it say love, you know, I make sure it say LOVE, you know, like, cause I wouldn't spell them each other, you know. So.
It is cool.
Dang. Yes. Now y'all know to make sure y'all tell y'all tattoo artists the exact word.
I have them look at it, you know, look at it twice before we start.
I'm not even the best. Like I don't
Me
even
neither.
look.
I gotta use this dictionary like 5-10 times.
It's just as long as it look right to most people.
Alright, shout out to P Slim out there. So, what's your favorite like tattoo that you have done, or your type of style that you like to do?
I don't like to box myself and say I got a style.
Okay.
Cause I like to do everything from portraits to realism to surrealism to cartoon.
Okay.
But my favorite tattoo have to be my most recent one. She got it done from the top of her right side of her shoulder to the left side of her knee.
Wow. How long did it take?
3.5 months. Off and on, you know, off and on.
Oh, jeez.
Dang, so how long were the sessions? Like an hour?
I think, no, hell no. At least 3 hours.
3
At least
hours?
3 hours.
My God.
6 different sessions.
Dang, how do you go that long? Just like 3 hours. Like,
I mean, shit, when you pay for it, then that's what you want. You know?
That's true. That's true.
So, like, do you have to like let it heal first completely? And
Certain
then
areas. What we did the outline first. Fully did the outline, and then came back and
Okay.
did color by sections. You know, it's like a coloring book. Just color it in.
That's pretty cool.
I'm still on the China one.
Okay.
You should just go ahead and get it
I'm not getting that.
and see if it aroused you. Just literally. I ain't gonna even lie, I could not do that.
I couldn't do it either.
Nah.
No.
First of all, I didn't think it's pain. Like,
Nah, I don't think the pain level there though. I think it's.
I gotta ask this question off here because I really want
They want to know what the question
Nah,
was.
you gotta ask the question on camera.
Okay, so does it help, like, not even speaking for the JJ, like if the skin is just bony or like fatty, like
That's a good question.
So she got like a fat pussy. That's what y'all saying?
Yeah, fat vagina.
Okay. I think a little meat will help a little bit more.
Okay,
Got a
because
little bit juicy.
All right.
so do you have a tattoo that's on you that you've done that you like?
No. I've done pen tattoos myself.
You don't like any of them?
No, it was our practice, which is what I make my students do.
Okay.
Did you get like any of them covered up or you
Nah,
left them?
I just left them.
Alright.
So how many tattoos do you have?
I stopped counting a long time ago.
Really?
I got my eyelids did, all kind of shit.
Did that hurt?
They so quick by the time I start hurting, so
So you like got close your eye the whole time? Just...
yeah, like you literally just hold your eyes there.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm a
nah,
blinker.
see, for real, I'm like,
See, no, that's the thing.
I
If the artist is professional, they will have you look down the whole time. Look down while your eyes closed.
Oh, okay.
You know?
That makes sense.
So yeah.
And so, like, you have leg tats, everything? Or
I got a leg tat on my stomach, back on my head before I had her.
back of your head?
Side of my jaw, face, as y'all can see. My back, arms.
Do you have, like, different people tattoo you? Or do you have somebody that you go to?
Yeah, different people. It's been different people I work with over years though.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
If I fuck with their work enough, I get a piece right there. Yeah.
Dang. All right. So, introduce yourself.
My name's Robert, aka Wags. You can find me on Instagram of double X, tats by Wags, 2 Z's, replace the S's, double X.
All right.
So, what made you want to become a tattoo artist?
Mostly, I didn't really start thinking about it more and more until about high school. And that's more or less, you can catch me drawing 24/7. Whether it was on my homework or working on something in art class. That was not part of our daily routine.
Okay. What made you want to go to this tattoo school?
Well, you see, I've fought and fought to get into this industry.
Okay.
Honestly, 2013, I graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Hannibal, Missouri. One shop town.
Okay.
He wasn't accepting apprenticeship
Oh, wow.
at all. He didn't even like having another licensed artist in his shop.
Wow.
So he'd keep him around for 6 months and then tell him to kick rocks. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it a couple of years. I popped over to a town about 15 minutes from me in Quincy, Illinois.
Okay.
And a lot of shutdowns there. Found a lady, she, for an apprenticeship, paid a little too much money for this. And about 8 months in, it was around Christmas break, she said, go ahead and take your stuff home with you, work on some practice skins, and I'll see you Tuesday. I'll go up Tuesday, she closed up shop, blocked me on Facebook, blocked me on all social media, my phone number, everything.
Wow.
So I was like, I sat on the curb outside of the shop for a couple of hours. I was like, man, this really just happened? Like, I get this far and then dumped on it.
Right.
So I was like, man, this. Went home. I thought about giving up for a little while. Ended up tattooing myself more because I had my stuff.
Right.
And moved down here in July of 2019.
Okay.
And popped around shops in my neighborhood. They're like, hey, looking for an apprentice or anything like that? No. No.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I moved to a bigger city, getting shot down. And then for a while, I started seeing all these ads on my Facebook for the school.
Okay.
One day I got a lot of hair up my butt and I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Right.
And well, here I am.
That's awesome.
So, what's your favorite tattoo style or favorite tattoo you have done?
My favorite tattoo I've done
Yeah.
is a Grim Reaper. And it was last week, I think. Week before last? Week before last, yeah. That's probably my favorite tattoo I've done. It's black and gray. I guess it's a little new schooly. A little neo-traditional, maybe. I don't know where to classify that one. But it's hands down my favorite one I've done so far.
Awesome. What do you like about this tattoo school?
Really learning a lot. It's not just of putting ink into the skin. You know, you're learning the fundamentals and the roots, history, all kinds of things. It's definitely not a typical apprenticeship. Typical apprenticeship, you go in somewhere, you're pardon the language, you're the shop bitch.
Right.
Like you ain't doing nothing for a year, at least, and you're taking out their trash, cleaning the entire studio before you like even setting them up.
Right.
You're booking their appointments and all that.
Okay.
Here it was a little more fast paced getting into it, but learning, but it's repetition, constantly redoing those to get it like muscle memory. Like when you're working out, muscle memory.
Okay. That's awesome.
So.
Well, thank you so much.
Not a problem, anytime.
Alright, so can you give us your name and your IG name?
Kiwi Lee at Tatted Kiwi.
So, what made you want to become a tattoo artist?
I'm going to have to say it was the curiosity of how to get colored ink on black skin and make it look so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really intrigued me about it, and the fact that it's a ever evolving industry, because it's like you'll forever be challenged in it and you can forever learn it. So
Nice. So what made you want to go to this tattoo school?
well, I was already stalking majority of the artists at One Up, and so not stalking like a creep, but like as far as learning and gaining knowledge, coming out of like from YouTube University, they say like you're supposed to go and get tattooed by the people that inspire you, you know what I'm saying, or people you want to learn from or be like or whatever.
Right.
And so that's basically what I did. I went and got tattooed at One Up because all the artists in there were dope as fuck. And basically that's when I ran into Master Cody, because I was asking Peanut, the owner, I was asking him, I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, like I'm trying to learn how to tattoo, you know, anybody willing to teach me or whatever, need an apprentice or whatever. And he had put me on Corey, and then so I started chopping up with Corey. He was opening up the school, and then, you know, he held the like the little meet and greet, and you know, you had to show up with your portfolios, and it was like a bunch of people that came with like big ass portfolios, and I was just like, damn, all I got is like this little big ass regular sketchbook type shit, and all I've done is charcoal, and people have been in this for like, been drawing for a long time, but yeah, so that's how I got into it.
Awesome.
So, what's your favorite tattoo style or tattoo you have done so far?
The tattoo style that I'm obsessed with right now is definitely embroidery, embroidery patchwork, because for one, it literally looks like a fucking patch on your skin, you know what I'm saying? Besides like the tattoos looking like stickers, this looks like a literal like patch on your skin. And then the different ways that you can go about doing the patch, and then the simple fact that it hasn't really been done on black skin, so that is intriguing as well, and it's a challenge. But I also love anime tattoos as well, because those are dope. Just the different types of line work that they involve, and hyperrealism for the color. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it like pop, and then the focus of it, other colors as well. And then so my favorite piece that I've done is a mashup, an anime mashup of Ronin Kenshin and Makoto Kishi, and it's on his arm.
Would you like to come show us what she has done? Step into the camera, sir.
Boo. Go that one, I'm done. There. That one.
Alright. That's nice. Really good.
That was I guess the first real anime that I did, and it was like really crispy, and it was my proudest moment, I don't have to say. And I was like, I can't go backwards from there.
Right.
It was like forward, and it has to be nothing but at that level and above from that point forward.
Nice.
So that was a push.
So what do you like about this tattoo school?
Oh man, what do I like about tattoo school? Okay, dope ass teacher, Master Cody. And then just the versatility and the hands-onness. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word, but the hands-on part, just somebody just being patient and adapting to your learning ability, like how you learn. Like, I'm a backwards ass learner. I didn't know that until he told me. You feel what I'm saying? So it makes sense. So he adjusts to your learning ways, which is really dope and cool. And then the simple fact that it's just not like an in and out type of school. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to like a trade school, you there for like a couple months, get your certificate, and then you out in the world. Right. Versus like I've been here for a year, and I feel like I'm probably gonna be here another semester just because I'm gaining knowledge. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, you can spread the word and help other artists who are trying to become, what we trying to become. Right. So it's an uplift. It's definitely something that will help the tattoo industry as far as like people coming up from where we coming from, like YouTube University, right, and trying to do it on your own and do it out your house. Right. And it teaches you about sanitation and hygiene, which is like, especially during this pandemic, right, like one of the most important things. Like, we already treat everybody like they got HIV, right, but now you gotta treat it even like at a higher risk than that. Right. I don't know what it is, but at a higher risk than that. Like, you have to be extra careful. Like, here's a hand sanitizer before you come in and shake my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have a mask? You feel me? So you gotta take all the necessary precautions, and this school definitely helps you with that. Like, it tells you the difference between a 90% alcohol, 70% alcohol, 50% alcohol, and 30% alcohol. Some people didn't even know there was 4 different percentages of alcohol and what they're used for. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's certain things that you learn about the skin that you never knew. You feel what I'm saying? It also plays into color theory. Right. Like, you learning like a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think connects to tattooing. Yeah. But all of that goes in hand, because as far as like color theory, you gotta know, especially if you're gonna be doing black skin, nowadays everybody wants color. Right. Everybody wants color. So you have to know what color goes on that skin, and what's gonna mesh well with the color, what's gonna, the pigmentation, all of that. You have to know, like, the complementary color scheme, all that. And they help you understand that, they help you to learn about that. Because I barely knew shit about it. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So it helps. It definitely ups your knowledge. You learn a lot. That's awesome. Besides just tattooing.
All right. So thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for laughing with us, and we will catch y'all next time. Woo!